Hi, I'm Teddy, and I'm the face behind the camera at Pure Film Photo. So I thought I would introduce myself and let everybody know who I am. I first got into photography over a decade ago. When I was 15 and a freshman in high school, I took a journalism class, and part of that journalism class was photography. So I really kind of fell in love with the medium then. By my sophomore year, I was really into photography. Mostly journalism type photography. The art part of my photography would come later. So, also my sophomore year, I decided that I wanted to be a journalist. That's what I wanted to do with my life. I was planning on going to Sam Houston State and majoring in journalism. Several prominent journalists went there, and they have a good journalism school. So by my senior year, I was an editor on the newspaper and yearbooks of my high school, and I was the head photographer for all the publications there. I also wrote and took photographs for a local newspaper in kind of a contract basis. But after my senior year, I ended up not going to college and ended up joining the military. So my life took a different turn than I had originally planned on it. Then when I was living in Hawaii, I moved there in 2005, the very end of 2004, very beginning of 2005. I rediscovered photography. A friend lent me her camera, and I started taking photographs again. Nothing that I would really be that interested in sharing, but it kind of got me back into looking at things in that certain way that photographers tend to look at them. So when I moved back to Texas, that's when I really got back into photography again. Now the most common question I get asked is, what kind of camera do you use? And generically I use a single lens reflex film cameras. This is the Pentax K2. This is the camera that I've been using most often recently. I think the reason behind that is because of the lenses I have that attach this camera. I've been taking a lot of close-ups of wildflowers lately, and so I use my macro lens that fits this camera to take those pictures. The Pentax is actually my newest camera. I bought it after I moved here. In case you're wondering, a camera like this will run you about $150 to $200 depending on who you can buy it from. They're inexpensive and they're very durable. This camera is probably about 20 years old or so, give or take. This is my Canon AE1 program, and this is actually the camera that my friend lent me in Hawaii that I started taking pictures with again. It's a good camera, and I tend to use this camera most often for black and white photographs for some reason. So, but I haven't used it in a little bit. This camera is my Canon AE1. This is my first camera that I ever owned. My dad actually gave me this camera, and I used it in high school a lot to take photographs. And when I moved back, I got it back from my dad. He still had it. It's actually my favorite camera to use. I wish I had more lenses for it, but I like the settings on it the best out of all the cameras, and I know this camera the best. There is a difference in cameras. If they're the same model, there's still little differences. When you start taking photographs, you kind of get to know your cameras a little bit. There's some pictures that I would take with this camera that I wouldn't take with my Pentax, and there's some pictures that I wouldn't take with this camera that I would take with my Canon AE1 program. It's just a feel you get for your camera. So this has basically been the Meet the Photographer vlog. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section or email me. I appreciate if you rate and comment. I posted a blog on my photography blog yesterday. The link is in the sidebar, which would be that way. Yeah, that way. I also will post 3 new photographs on Friday, like I normally do. And hopefully I'll have another photo video coming out within the next few weeks that you guys can enjoy. I'm going to start vlogging every Wednesday. So this came out on Thursday, but I wanted to do it on Wednesday. I will try to answer any questions you guys have about photography. I know a lot, but I'm still learning a lot. I'm nowhere close to being where I want to be in photography, but I think I could at least answer basic questions you guys have, if you have any questions at all. I'm Teddy from Pure Film Photo, and adios for now. I'm doing this too early in the morning.